Good evening, Queen Elizabeth here from the Grenadier Effect. You join me, I'm about to chill out with Cisco, so sit back and relax and enjoy the chill out with Cisco. Here we go.
not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I used to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, 'cause no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust, 'cause I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Gonna send the flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me.
Wow, what an opening. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Arts for Essential Workers March performance. My name is Abby, and I am delighted to be your host this evening. But for those of our regular eagle-eyed few viewers, you're probably wondering quite rightly who the devil I am. Now, don't fear, Nelson hasn't swanned off to the Maldives without me, not that he would dare. He's actually in the room next to me doing the tech for this evening, so he has left you in my apparently very capable hands. We will see if he still agrees by the end of tonight's performance. Now, a quick note about what we do here at A Few. For those that have joined us before, you know that we run on a shoestring budget. We don't have large wardrobes of fancy costumes, set designs, and other fancy stuff, but what we do have is the most incredibly talented group of people, most of which were here tonight, but talking about all of our alumni that have been involved in previous shows as well. We are so lucky to have them and their talent, and with that and your imagination, we really feel like we're creating something special here. What we aim to do is to create performance with a purpose, and that purpose being bringing the arts to essential workers and their families to create live digital theatre that's accessible and relevant. One of the things that's super important to us on a monthly basis is raising funds for charities that really need it. And tonight we're delighted to be supporting Wish, a voice for women's mental health. I think a little ticker should go up through the show, which will tell you how much we've raised. But if you're able to make any donations tonight, we really, really appreciate it. So tonight's theme, it's a great one. We have celebrated a range of incredible people that have supported us through the last year, from teachers to emergency services to our wonderful NHS staff. But if you're anything like me, you've been doing a lot of internet shopping. So I'm sure I'm not the only one that has seen a vast amount of our wonderful couriers. So tonight we are celebrating the curious case of our couriers. And we're going to be showcasing the good, the bad and the ugly. And during the tech rehearsals, it was amazing to see them because actually, yeah, I can relate with quite a lot. So you didn't come here to listen to me, but one final ask before I go is my favorite parts personally when I've watched the show in the past is watching you all comment and chat. So please do keep that up. Comment on Facebook, on YouTube. Perfect. We've got our own Jay Collins down, who's already submitted. It helps us become more interactive and really do what we want to do. So thanks, Jay. So yes, now on to our first act. Ewan Shedden is an acting and performance alumnus of Glasgow Clyde College. Since 2018, he's been working and developing his screencraft in London. Credits include Drone with Crimson Phoenix and Twelfth Night with the Scottish Youth Theatre. Ewan will also be appearing as Gally Boy Jameson in the upcoming audio movie Unsinkable and is represented by Mrs. Jordan Associates.
Darren? Darren, can you hear? Turn on your microphone. Darren, turn on your microphone. Thank you. You want a secure connection? The VPN. Good. Now I can tell you what this is about. It's about Dr. Romanov. No, you don't know him. I deliver his mail. Yes, I got a job. This isn't what this call is about. Thank you. But it doesn't matter. Royal Mail. Can I continue? So, when I started doing my rounds, I noticed that someone was delivering mail to a Dr. Romanov every Monday. They were all the same. Every Monday, Dr. Romanov would get a letter from Greece. You can tell by the stamps. You get taught that at the induction. Now, what is strange about that is Dr. Romanov is Russian. I know that, Darren, because I read his letters. Anyway, now, one Monday, someone had carelessly written a return address on one of his letters. I guess it goes to show that even the best of us can slip up. Now, up till now, all I had was a hunch, but this changed everything. The address was for the Russian embassy in Greece. The Russian embassy in Greece. Yeah, I know. Yes, I know. I needed hard evidence. I know. I broke into his house. Darren, calm down. Darren, it's fine. It's fine. He had a hospital appointment at 2:30. I knew he wasn't in. It turns out Dr. Romanov needs to eat less sugar. So I knew I had a good few hours. That was all I needed. I still feel sick thinking about it. In his kitchen, there is a lasagna dish. Except it isn't pasta. There was about 100 dead chicks on a tray. Still had the feathers on them. And that's when I heard it. The flapping. Top floor. Second room on the left, opposite the bathroom, there is a room. Not a room. A cage. For birds. Blackbirds. About 20 of them. And an eagle. You've got to laugh. You've got to give it to them. I mean, it makes perfect sense, Darren. I mean, everything, you can't trust an email these days, Darren. Everything you do is tapped. Even this Zoom call is tapped. Every single little thing that you do online, Darren, someone else is looking at. So yeah, my magazine subscription's a bit less funny now, isn't it? So let's say you were a government spy and you wanted to a secure line, you wanted to send us a secure message. The only way to do that now is to go back in time. Bird mail. This is where I need your help, Darren. You still work for the council, don't you? I need a secure line to the top. They need to know what we know, and we can't trust any normal policeman to understand what we've uncovered. And I'm sorry to put you in danger, Darren, but we've got to act quickly. Can you get me a secure line? Darren, can you help me? Darren? Darren?
Thank you so much, Ewan. I could hear our founder Nelson in the next room laughing along with me. That was epic. It does make you think, though. I wonder what assessment my Royal Mailman and Couriers have made of me over the last year. Hopefully nothing as cynical, but you and the piece of string connecting all that really made that for me. So thank you so much. Next up, we have the wonderful Roshini. We are delighted to be welcoming him back as an A Few alumni artist. Roshini is an explosive actor and poet with unique performance abilities. He's an acclaimed spoken word artist who's featured widely, including events at the Olympic Park, South Bank, and his opening act for the Last Poets at the Lovebox Festival in 2015. As an actor, Roshini has worked extensively with the London Bubble Theatre, where he developed a passion for creating topical, interactive theatre based on real-life experiences.
I'm posting this to you. Old fashioned, I know, but teddy bear foolish me lost my phone, and the only thing I could remember was your address. So I hope it's delivered. I'm writing to let you know that I'm going to be back in ends and I'm coming to look for you. So we can sit on graffiti finger painted wall, the same one that we sat upon using hay fever filled air to carve out our dreams. Kings, queens, mansions, and well-behaved pets. You were more adventurous, so you wanted a golden retriever named Rover. I loved how you kept the attention of me. See, I was just going to name my 3 goldfish, Meghan, Harry, and Archie. Because, you know, Tom, well, that's done with. Dick is just a one-night stand. And William, well, that sounds way too privileged. See, my feet are embracing the pavement with each step, whispering hollow secrets in between the cracks. How the weeds love to listen in to know what go on for me and you. I've even started to reminisce on our made-up choruses. How a frog lived in your throat and it added soul. I was never on beat, so you clap to the gods to keep me in time. My notes, see, they were never perfect, but still, you looked at me as if I wore a crooked halo that made me look cute. You know I hate being called cute. Definition, you ain't ugly, but I wouldn't get with you. See, and just like so many other, maybe I put on that COVID weight. See, so my waistline is probably now like a wasteland. Will you still love me like you used to? Tell me you can remember all the nights that we spent in the back of a busted cab. Your head rested on my husky thighs. I got lost in the enchantment you have when you told stories. How you would plan your days while recovering from the night for. See, I hated every single moment that we spent in silence. I would rather hear you nag, even watch your tears race to the finishing line. I just remembered when your dad died. And I didn't know what to do. So all I was there just standing, and I pat your back and you forgave me because you know I am clumsy when it comes to my emotions. I've still got that Vaseline you gave me. It reminds me of your lips, see. I hope this will get to you just like my other parcels have reached me, but if it's not delivered, I'll be posted up outside your house because I made a promise. So, could you set a table for 4? You, me, and our egos? Thank you.
Rashini bringing us the ultimate love letter, which I'm sure we'd all like to receive during through the post. So a nice bit of inspiration for us all. Next up, we have an explosive trio, which I'm very excited about, and I'm sure one that you're all going to enjoy. Joy Tan is a Singaporean-born, UK-based creative artist and a 2020 graduate at the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland's BA Musical Theatre course. She's currently undertaking a Masters in Musical Theatre at Mountview as a recipient of the Ian Fleming Musical Theatre Award. Joy's most recent work, Lovesick, explored gender bias towards different types of domestic violence. It was also workshopped and staged in 2019. Sabrina Puyi Chin is a Malaysian creative raised in the UK. During her time at East 15 Acting School, she worked as a writer, performer, and co-producer within the International Festival of Original Work, where she debuted her writing, Meet Me at the Shore. Since graduating in 2020, she has featured in an interactive feature film and is currently producing short films with her production company, The Pretty People Company. Amelia was born in Austria, but is from Japanese and Danish descent and is currently based in London. She is a graduate of the Royal Central School of Speech and Drama and Central Drama BA Honours Acting Musical Theatre course. Credits include Caldwell B. Caldwell in Urinetown, Boudica, and Cora Hoover Hooper in Anyone Can Whistle. They will be performing Fluff Monster, written by Mary Yee-Hoon, a returning A Few alumni artist who is London-based playwright and actor on a fun, diddly-dastic mission to marry her passion of theatre and art with her fight for social justice. She trained at East 15 Acting School and is represented by BMA artists. Writing credits include A Great Big Sigh, 2019, and acting credits include Trash Island at Greenwich Theatre.
Oh, shoot, I'm sorry.
What's up, Buttercup?
I must have left my wallet at the delivery office. I can go grab it quickly.
Oh, I've got it.
Are you sure?
Of course, Jungsu. I just sorted boxes for hours. I'm happy to pay for a few mimosas.
The next one's on me.
There's gonna be a next one?
I sure hope so, Avery.
I'll come with you.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
I need to sober up before my cat sees me like this. She is relentless.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Hey, do you want to, meet my cat?
Oh, I'm meeting the pets already, am I?
You don't have to if you're busy, or we could do another time. I mean, never mind. It was a stupid idea.
Is your energy always this chaotic?
I'm afraid so.
Then I'd love to meet your cat.
Seriously? Okay, I'll call us a car.
Thanks, Avery. I'll be right back. What the what are you? Oh, you are incredibly fluffy. Are you real? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. Hey, anyone? There is something profoundly fluffy in front of me. Get help!
What is going?
What
I
is
never
it?
thought of the day. It's Jungsu. That is hardly a way to refer to a creature as magnificent and legendary as the Fluff Monster.
A what now?
A Fluff Monster. Hey, you beautiful monster. Oh, no. I'm not going to hurt you. That's it, darling. No need to be afraid here.
Miss Allura, would you, if this isn't too much of a bother, could you tell me what the hell is happening right now?
You need to help me.
What?
Fluff monsters are incredibly endangered creatures. We need to hide this one before anyone sees.
Right. Okay. How?
Take off your clothes.
What?
Hey, you beautiful monster. We're going to get you to safety, okay? Jungsu, take off your uniform. We're going to disguise them as a postal worker, hidden in plain sight.
Miss Allura, I don't think all that fluff is gonna fit into my uniform, but it's worth trying. What's going on? Don't do it to myself.
Chop. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, okay. Oh, this feels cheap. Oh, here you go. and this one is beautiful. Yeah. Come on. Is this it? Is this your last piece? Come on.
I think so.
Oh, you're so cute. Come on. Here you go.
Hey, Jungsu, the car is...
Avery, do you know what fluff monsters are?
What? Look, sorry, maybe I got the wrong impression from earlier. I'll just,
Avery, look.
What?
That's not a postal worker. That's the...
Okay, look, while this whole Jungsu and Miss Allura thing is totally every fantasy I've ever had, I was hoping we could just...
Can you not see that giant fluff ball monster standing over there?
Jungsu.
What?
Can I have a word with you?
Yeah, what?
In a private.
It's fine. We can keep things casual. I'll see
Avery,
you tomorrow,
wait.
Jungsu.
Wait.
Jungsu?
Yes, okay, what?
Not everyone can see fluff monsters. That's why we need to help this one. Jungsu, how many times has someone looked at your uniform and treated you less than? This is your chance to prove them wrong.
Okay, fine. What do we do?
Thanks so much, girls. I think, yeah, an amazing reminder to be compassionate and kind to all. That was very funny. Thank you so much. Next up, we have the wonderful Holly. Holly is a Scottish singer, actor, and writer who will soon be relocating to Auckland, New Zealand. She graduated from Edinburgh Napier University last year with a joint honours in acting and English, and has spent the last 5 years utilising the city's international art scene to gain experience in independent film, theatre, and musical performance, whilst developing her skills as a writer in prose, screenplays, poetry, and lyricism. Holly is excited to be performing for a few tonight, where she is debuting original work. Tonight, she will be performing her original song, I Love You Will Do.
We bound down to Crooked Lake, sweet sunshine, sleepy faces wide awake, hands in mine, pink houses on the way. Choose which one you'd stay here for, and never waste a day. Sorrow drowned a Crooked Lake, weeds and wine, only happy in its wake. Cheek by mine, weave leaves around the shore. Lose my lap in yours, you make me adore. Nectarines and red pine trees, your eyes alive with gin. Think of something sweet that you could whisper towards the moon. I love you will do. Daylight falls by Crooked Lake, dusk hurts right. No time now till bubbles break. Transient sprites lay siege upon the truth. A side effect of youth, the tides don't change for good. Nectarines and red pine trees, your eyes the size of June. Tell me something sweet you won't mind sharing with the moon. Leave your shirt and shoes on the rocks now. Sticky kisses sand in your socks. How nobody here knows how our names sound. Stick with me, we'll get lost down peaceful greens, marine city streets to feel to me like people will meet who'll help us see that life could be sweet. So stick with me, we'll be, and you love me. And you love me. And you love me. And you love me. And you love me too.
Thank you, Holly. That was so beautiful. I was acutely aware that about 3/4 of the way through that song that I was suddenly going to appear and I'd have to stop. Bobbing my head. But thank you so much, Holly. That was really lovely. So next up, we have a fabulous dynamic duo. Very excited to introduce Tiffany and Elijah. Tiffany is an actor and voiceover artist based in South London. She studied at East 15, where she had the honour of sharing a stage with the one and only Katie Cool, our artistic director at A Few. She now spends her days sat in a tiny room doing silly voices into a microphone, don't we all? In her spare time, she dabbles in writing whilst knitting and drinking wine. Elijah is an actor also based in South London. He studied at Rose Bruford and spent the first lockdown making a radio show on Instagram, whilst working in a Sainsbury's car park. He spent the other two reading, writing, and apparently seeing how much Guinness he can drink in a week.
Miss C, 23B.
Yeah, that's me.
Great. Well, today's your lucky day. This is for you.
Oh, perfect. I've been waiting ages for this.
So, where do you want me to put it?
Put it?
Yeah, where do you want me to leave it?
I'll take it, thanks.
Ooh, no can do, I'm afraid. No can do. Tell you what, why don't I give Mr. K and Flat A a buzz and see if he'll take it for you?
Or I could just take it. And also, please don't leave my parcels with Mr. K again. They always arrive damp.
Oh, not a problem, Miss C. Not a problem at all. Message delivered and received.
So, can I have my parcel now?
Oh, you are a piggy penguin, aren't you? But as I said before, no can do. Look, you've got a lovely fence there. Why don't I just pop on over the other side and give it a boot over to you?
Oh, I'd really rather you didn't. It's actually quite fragile.
No, it seems well wrapped.
Oh, please, don't. Look, I'm actually in quite a rush. Could I please just take my parcel?
Say no more. I'll pop it in the bin and be on my merry way.
Oh, no, please don't do that. That's when Mr. K matures his compost.
Well, I couldn't think of a better safe place if I tried. Who would go for a bin full of steaming manure to steal your parcel? Exactly. No one. Clever sausage.
Is there nowhere else?
Goodness me, you are a persistent pickle. Fine. Move aside. I'll see if I can get it through the letterbox.
I'm really sorry, but this is getting ridiculous. How on earth is that box going to fit through that hole?
Oh, how does my Aunt Sue fit through the door? How does my dog fit through the cat flap? How does Santa fit down the chimney? Sometimes, Mr. You've just got to believe.
Could I please just take my parcel?
Well, seeing as you asked so nicely, let's just pull up your preferences, because it says here actually that you were going to be out today.
Yes, well, I'm not. I'm in. So could I just
leave
take
with
it?
a neighbour? No. Throw over the fence? No. Leave in safe space? Big steaming? No. Ah, here we go. Hide out of sight. Now let's see. That should do the trick. How's that?
You know what? That's perfect. Fine. Thank you.
You are very welcome. Now, one last thing. Would you mind running inside, throwing on your jammies, whacking your hair in a messy bun, and if possible, put some cream on those spots?
My what? Why?
Well, we've got to take a photo of you to prove it's been delivered, and we can't do that until you're at your most unpresentable, can we? Oh, hold on. Wait.
What?
Say cheese. Oh, you know what? That's perfect. I'll send it to you. Have a great day, Missy, and remember, keep believing.
Thanks so much, guys. I'm sure that is one that's we can all empathise with. We've all definitely been there. Next up, I am going to be handing over to the lady whose sleeves I took inspiration from this evening. I actually went and changed my outfit when I saw what Katie was wearing so that we could match. So, yes, over to you, Katie, for a Q&A.
Hello. Yes, of course. So we are going to be having our beloved Q&A with all of our talent tonight. So let's bring them all back up. This is the point where if you send us a comment or a question, a burning question that you have for some of our talent, we can answer those questions for you. Jade, Jay's usually running our tech, so now we can sit back and relax. Yeah, I'm sure we've all had that conversation with many a delivery driver. Bless them. Miss C did say that she was going to be out. So, lovely comment here. First of all, from Daryl Ewan, smashed it. What is your writing process? Because that really was something. Can you let us into how that came about?
Yes, well, thank you, Daryl, for that question. I write on paper, so I don't type, and I sort of speak a bit and then write what I've spoke and then read it out loud and then just keep speaking, and then like usually the next sentence comes, and then I'd sort of just do it slowly, and then the whole thing kind of comes. So like reading out loud and writing on paper, not typing.
And like a really old school secret agent has come from a very old school way of writing. All feels very organic.
Yeah.
Okay, fabulous. So I am guessing that this is for the wonderful Holly, and I'd also like to extend it to Roshini as well. Both pieces really, really beautiful and a love letter in their own way. So, Holly, let's come to you first. What inspired that beautiful song?
I wrote the song, well, I found myself at a complete dry this whole year I've spent writing nothing. This is the only thing I've written in a whole year. And it came from a place of not putting pressure on myself and realizing that I was trying to write before and trying to write something that would be some sort of sellable commodity almost, you know, and then kind of changing the way I looked at it and seeing it more as doing it for something that I enjoy and something I love really, really changed things for me. And that song was just sort of, it's about, I guess it sounds like it's about loving someone who doesn't love you back, but it's not about that. It's about loving someone who definitely loves you back and still feeling like they have to tell you every 5 minutes, you know? That's probably the place where that song came from, for sure.
That's absolutely beautiful, and I think it's a lesson to us all that creativity definitely doesn't come when we try and force it.
Yeah, completely.
But if that is the only thing you write for 2021, honestly, it'll be worth it. I could listen to it.
Thank you so much.
Roshini, you are a beloved alumni of a few. Another great piece. What was your inspiration behind this one?
I mean, don't tell them, but it's like my friends. So each line, they all got a line when I was writing, you know, you look and I'm like, okay, cool. And it's all like a memory or a moment with them. So like they tolerate me. So that's the first thing. So I owe them a few poems. So yeah, no, it's a poem to all my friends and moments that we've had.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And what's your process writing wise? Are you like you and do you speak it out and then see what comes, or are you more meticulous?
I'm more like, say how when you hit me up about this, I was just like, okay, cool. How can I format this and what experiences have I had? So it's normally based on, okay, cool. I get the topic and I'm like, oh, it needs to relate to me. I can't just make it up off the whim. Okay, cool. And I go through that process of just filing through moments I've had or I've seen people go through, and then that formulates the story and the journey. And a lot of my poems, like this one, it's writing this letter and it's like, I'm going to be at your house kind of thing. So it all formulates like there should be a journey towards it. A lot of mine's like traveling poems.
I love it. It's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. You don't disappoint at all. And
Thank
thank you,
you.
Roshini. So next up, I'd like to go to the fabulous Jason. You read my mind always. I want to go to Fluff Monster because what a piece. StreamYard is a fabulous platform, but we can only have 10 people. So I sort of want to recognize the couple of people that are not with us at the moment. Farida, our beautiful singer at the top, is working tonight, as many of us artists have to. So we are hoping to have Farida on live so we can have a chat with her in the future, but she's working, and StreamYard only lets us have 10 people in the call, which I frantically text Mary He, our writer, about this evening. So if you want to find out a bit about Mary He's process, we're going to do an Instagram live over the weekend, so you can find that out. But until then, the next best thing is absolutely speaking to Joy, Sabrina, and Amelia about taking on the fluff monster, and what a fantastical piece that is. Would you like to talk a little bit about your process, guys? Joy, I'll come to you first. Throw you right in there.
Hello. Well, I mean, with stuff like these, I think the process is best about like having eking out as much as you can in the amount of rehearsal time you get, and then going away and just thinking about it, and then just like, you know, learning your lines, figuring out where there are boxes in your background, stuff like that, finding extra sweaters to put on or take off. So I would say it's one of those things that like it's so nice to be able to rehearse with people, even if it's online, that it's just there. It's fun.
Yeah. No, you guys have such fantastic chemistry. Sabrina, your character, they are the authoritarian person in our scene. How do you relate to them, and did you enjoy playing that sort of tougher person?
Yeah, I think usually the type of person I am, I'm very like bubbly and just like, no responsibilities, and getting to play this character that's really strict and like, yes, I want this. It was really great to boss people around. And it was really amazing to be able to work with like some really amazing East and Southeast Asian women, which is great.
Absolutely. It was a joy to see you all rehearse, and to have Mary He in the room as well, watching it all unfold. It was really, really beautiful. I can't wait to see the full play, honestly, which we'll talk to Mary He about. And Amelia, we had you undressing mid-scene. How did you find doing this in comparison to being live on stage, for example?
I mean, I feel like the pandemic has like given us kind of a new skill, which is like Zoom plays, because figuring out, is my camera mirrored? Which direction do I look at? How much can, like, it's like it gives you a completely new limitations and restrictions on what is possible. And so you have to work with that. And I didn't mind taking off my clothes on camera.
A really worthwhile skill during a pandemic, and as artists, these things happen.
You gotta, yeah.
Thank you so much. And then last but certainly not least, the fabulous Elijah and Tiffany. Elijah, coming to you first. You played that alarmingly well, and big fan of the amount of canvas that we just had at our disposal. How did you find that character?
I think you froze at the end. Can you say that again?
Yeah, of course. I said, how did you find playing?
I so bad. Sorry.
Don't worry, that's the joy of an online show. How did you find playing this character, our beloved delivery man?
You've got off again.
I think he loved it.
How did I find playing the character?
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. It was really yeah. It's close to my heart being that ignorant, and it was it's a really funny little piece to explore and just have fun with. But yeah.
Definitely. I mean, to be fair, he was following the rules. You said you were going to be in, Tiff. You had to do something.
Yeah, it's always my bad. Honestly, it's my fault. I order so much stuff. I'm the villain here. 100%.
How did you write that piece? And excuse me. And how do you find performing your own work? I'm about to do it after the Q&A, and I am terrified.
I mean, like, writing's always hard. It's never like been something that I've done lots of. But this one, own experience, like it's just I've got a backlog of so much stuff that's happened that couldn't possibly all fit in. But yeah, it's just it's as ridiculous as it can be. You just heighten it a little bit, bring it in a bit sillier. But then performing it's weird because sometimes it's not how you imagine it, but then it's better. Like Elijah just like a duck to water is like, oh, this is the character. It's like, oh yeah, amazing. So it's actually really lovely seeing people do it.
Perfect. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, to your performances. Thank you to all of the tickets we've sold so far and the donations that we've got so far. Keep those coming so we can keep these fabulous. Oh, wow. 128 already, guys. That is incredible. Yeah, keep those coming so we can keep the caliber as high as it is tonight. And I'm going to hand back over now to Abby to talk about the incredible charity that we are raising money for. And I will see you on the other side of the monologue.
Thanks, Katie, and thanks to our wonderful talent. It was really interesting to hear some of the thought processes and how all of this came together. So thank you. As Katie said, we want to take the opportunity to tell you a little bit more about Wish and the charity that we are supporting this evening. And I'm so delighted that we've already raised £128. So great work. If you are in a position where you're able to donate this evening, please do. A little goes a really, really long way. Wish was established in 1987. It's a national user-led charity working with women with mental health needs in prisons, hospitals, and the community. They provide independent advocacy, emotional support, and practical guidance at all stages of a woman's journey through the mental health and criminal justice systems. Wish acts to increase women's participation in the services they receive and campaigns to get their voice heard at a policy level. Wish is the only national mental health charity just for women and is unique in working with women throughout their journey as they move between prison, various levels of secure hospitals, and the community. We've now got a short message from Kelly Royer, who is the intensive support project worker for London and the South team at Wish.
Wish is a unique charity supporting women's health for more than 30 years. Today, we provide advocacy in the hospital and support women who may be affected by criminal justice and the psychiatric system. Independent support to these women can be a lifeline of hope. During lockdown, we adapted the way we worked and we were providing counselling and supporting women by phone or Zoom. Thank you for choosing Wish to support, and we will welcome new members to our list.
So great to hear from Kelly there. So just a final note on that. So Wish works throughout England and Wales, with its head offices based over in London. They employ 10 staff and 6 volunteers, have 7 trustees, and a membership of over 250 women and 100 supporters. Activities form 3 strands: the 4 main services working directly with women, the campaigning arm, Women's Mental Health Network, and training and consultancy for professionals. So moving on to our next performance, we have the wonderful Katie Cool. I am delighted to introduce her as not only the artistic director, but also a really good friend. She is a graduate from East 15 Acting School and has since co-founded 2 theatre companies, Deadleaf Theatre and We're Kilter. Both had successful runs of their original works in the past 5 years. Notable plays include Bit of Sunshine, written by Nicole Zweibeck and directed by Katie and co-founder Ed Theakston, where they were awarded Best New Play at Stockwell Playhouse and Most Successful Short-Run Play at Theatre 503. Katie's also had an excellent run with her play Celtic Sisters, which she wrote, produced and acted in. Celtic Sisters debuted in June 2019 at the Tara Arts Theatre, produced through Deadleaf Theatre Company. She became Artistic Director for Arts for Essential Workers in 2020 and is grateful for deliveries for their ongoing service that she says has helped her boost morale in lockdown. Her Uber Eats driver says her house is one of its regulars. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. So she's a pro when it comes to courier stories. Over to you, Katie.
The buzz. Tiny little packages of chocolate cravings that you can't find in Sainsbury's. Big essentials like a bulk box of loo roll from Amazon. And Christmas presents. Not opened with family and instead shuttled down south so that you can feel closer to them. Parcels have become a way of communication. Mother's Day, a box of goodies sent up the road to tell her how much you care, to tell her to relax. A bracelet sent to a grieving parent when they've lost someone and you can't hug them. When words don't feel like enough and flowers feel too much about the person gone and not about the person that you love. It's like pen pals, like old-fashioned pen pals. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Sent to a friend that you've known since you were little, now having her wedding that you won't be at, but you know will be magical, and you hope that your box of special things makes her feel so loved on a day celebrating such a thing. Sending books to babies, the ones that you held when they were little and whose steps that you're yet to see, and you think, my God, we're still babies. How do you have one of your own? They come like presents. Boxes and boxes and boxes, opening, which one is this? It arrives months later, but that adds to the excitement. On a day without structure, those annoying delivery slots feel like an event. Between 9 and 12, you read with giddy anticipation. Must wait for my parcel. Can we do our walk in the afternoon? Well, this week I ordered. It's an update. Some news to share with your support bubble when it gets hard to support and the world has gone to shit. When isolation creeps in and you think, not much longer, surely. But then furlough is extended and you fear there's no end in sight. When your daily walks and daily chats turn into, let's not walk too late. I don't want you out on your own. Stay safe. Another person hurt. Gone. Gone when we feel like no one is around to leave, but then they do. A woman killed. Walking home. Walking. One of the few little joys that we have for now. Walking. And parcels. So, at the end of this week, this month, this year of full, overwhelming chaos, the buzz of that buzzer and a little box with your name typed out on the label, it doesn't feel so silly.
Whew. Yeah, I needed a couple of seconds to compose myself there, Katie. Yeah, that was beautiful, really, really beautiful. On to the next. Sorry. Speaking of fabulous, fabulous women, we want to take a second to talk about 1998 and a message from Safi. So 1998 is a magazine which Safi created, and we talked a little bit from her perspective about the magazine and what it does. I started in 1998 because I started working with other young creatives and felt like I wasn't getting as much credit for the work I put in as they were all on the same projects. This motivated me to start my own project, which I was determined to do by myself. And for the first issue of 1998, this is what I did. I did all the interviews, photography, and even wrote the majority of the articles with a few other creative contributors. But I realized that I didn't have to work on this project by myself just to be recognised for the effort I put in, and that people should be recognising it anyway. As a woman, it's easy to doubt yourself and convince yourself that maybe you're giving yourself too much credit by wanting to be recognised for the work you do, or even thinking that maybe you didn't do as much as you thought you did, so you don't deserve to be recognised. The third issue I realised with 1998 was all about women, featuring artists, musicians, writers, women-run businesses, etc. I thought it was so important to showcase what women can do because we're often overlooked, and also just to show off the amazing talent women have. In this issue, there were articles about poems written by some great women about their experience with sexual harassment, walking home at night, learning to love themselves, and the societal gender roles. All these issues are so important to raise awareness around, and in light of recent events, make it even more essential to talk about. It's my goal with the magazine to showcase the talented people from all different backgrounds, races, gender identities, and sexualities to help them achieve their goals. I want to support their mission by featuring them in our magazine, and I want our readers to see their talent and drive too. Thank you so much, Safi. Awesome. So, very excited to introduce our next act. Farida Pashi is a 26-year-old creative artist represented by Atomic 79 Agency. Currently living in Bournemouth with her husband, Farida spends most of her time studying and working by supporting students. Farida is a huge musical theatre lover, and her current favourite is Six the Musical. Her love of writing and videography came from a degree in journalism.
It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me. These shoes and this apron, this place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is good, but she used to be mine. And it's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just sneaks in through a back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. Oh, now I've got you, and you're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending all She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. Please consider following and subscribing us both on our social media channels and here on YouTube. We'll be back next month, last Thursday. Thank you and good night.